All right, I am live. Welcome to my channel, Inviting Possibilities. My name is Rochelle, and I am here to do a reading for Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, or anywhere else you might have Earth in your chart. It is my intention there is something here for everyone, even if you don't have any Earth in your chart. Well, we all have everything in our chart, but major placements. And my readings are timeless. So whenever you catch this is the right time for you. I have chosen 3 cards from Wisdom of the Oracle, and I'll be clarifying with other decks. And my readings are timeless. So whenever you catch this is the right time for you. And and I let the universe choose a song. And your song title is Only Human. Yes, aren't we all? We're only human. We're all just doing the best we can. And in this situation, there is something, some way of thinking, old ideas, something that maybe you've been hanging on to. It's a very human kind of trait that a lot of us have, of hanging on longer than is healthy or good for us, really, which I guess is redundant. But yeah, you get what I mean. We start with the fates in the protection position, which is all about something happening in your life that you have no control over, that you could feel a little bit had the word and it just left as quickly as it came. Ultimately, it's a card of understanding that things happen for a reason, that although something may not be working out the way you hoped, planned, whatever, that there's a reason for it. And this card is calling you to trust. And to, it makes me think of the serenity prayer, which is, let me see if I can remember this. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. So in this situation, you're facing something that you can't do anything about. The only thing you have control over is your own attitude about the situation. And ultimately, not letting it get you down, not going into a place of worst case scenario thinking, what if, wishing things were different than they are. Just know that you are being led to somewhere better. Eventually, this too shall pass. And we get loyal heart in protection. And this is, I think, why you're in this place of, well, you're dealing with something where you're having to examine outmoded ways of thinking, old loyalties that may be misplaced, that it's time for you to consider where you've been, where you're at now, what everything that we're dealing with in our life in this moment comes from decisions that we've made in the past. And so it's time to make a choice that affects your future in a new way, in a different way, that if you don't like where you've been or you don't like where you are now is the time to make the moves, to make those decisions that will change what you encounter down the line. That saying, if you do what you did, you get what you got. It's time to change what you do, how you think, what you believe, who you accept into your life, what you allow into your life. And we have time to go. Yeah, yeah, it's time to move on. It's time to go through this door in the distance. And the thing about this card is it's sort of that period of time where you're leaving something behind, but you haven't quite gotten to the next thing. Usually there's a period of transition, of limbo. And understand that that period of time is really important because it allows us the space to integrate what we're leaving behind, what we've been through, and to really consider, to contemplate where we want to go. What do we want? Um, yeah, and I just, coming back to the song Only Human, it can be difficult to walk away. When you've placed your loyalties, if your beliefs, if you've believed in someone, you've been loyal to someone or some kind of idea, something like that, and you start to realize that maybe that's not the smartest thing, or maybe at one time it was, but now you're like, that doesn't really fit me anymore. It can be a little like pulling teeth to get yourself to be like, okay, I'm leaving this behind. It's usually not that simple because we want what we want. And sometimes what we're leaving behind, there's a lot of our identity, a lot of our beliefs and attitudes and who we used to be caught up in that. And so there's this sense of leaving a part of us behind. And the ego does not like that. The ego wants to hang on to everything just as it is right now. And yet you are being led. You are being led to something new. Fate. Fate very much has a hand in this situation. So it's about trying to not fight against what is as much as you can. As much as you can. I know it's tricky. I'll be the first one to admit, letting go. Oh, yeah, it can be so tough. Yes, it can. Okay, so let's look at the good tarot. Let's see what the good tarot has to say. Six of Earth. This is a card of unexpected surprises. Happy surprises, unexpected resources. It's a card of generosity. So, yes, you may be in a situation that you really have no control over. By getting a handle on your attitude about it, kind of getting into that place of, okay, I'm not totally comfortable or happy with what I'm facing right now, but I know it's going to get better. I know this too shall pass. That raises your frequency. It raises your vibration, which allows you to attract in better things. And I think that the happy surprises are coming because of that act of getting into the flow of releasing, surrendering. And the Ace of Earth, a new beginning. Yes, a new prosperous beginning. It might be a little bit slow going. It might take a little time to get to that door. But when you get there, you're going to know for certain that whatever you left behind, whatever outmoded ideas, beliefs, people that you've left behind, it was absolutely the right choice. And I say choice, like, you don't really have a choice. You can either go happily or you can go be dragged kicking and screaming. The universe is like, you're going regardless. And Four of Earth. My goodness, we have a lot of Earth today. It's all about getting grounded, building on solid foundation. You're going to start this new thing, and it's going to be around potentially this can be some kind of situation around finances, maybe around work, employment, what you do for a living, starting something new. Maybe some kind of you get offered a job or something, or some kind of collaboration with someone that's like, someone's like, hey, let's work together. Let's do this thing. And this is all about kind of being in that place of building, of ownership. You're in a place of ownership, of taking ownership for your efforts, for what you've put into something, feeling a sense of ownership about something. I don't know. I'm not necessarily getting a collaboration thing here, but who knows? Certainly possible. Let me look at the Oracle Tarot. Sorry for the light. We have a lot of clouds today, not a lot of sun shining, so it definitely changes the quality of the video. It's a beautiful day, though. I love these cloudy days. All right, we have Seven of Pentacles. Opportunity. That's right. Something's coming. I feel like this to this process that you're in of walking away because you're faced with some kind of choice. You're kind of reassessing. You're looking at the past. I think you're coming to a real clear understanding that you don't want to continue with where you've been, and it's time to make a new choice. And we have the question mark here. And this period of limbo, of transition, is giving you the time to really consider what it is you want to do. This lands on the Six of Earth, which is happy surprises, unexpected resources. So maybe something's coming in where you're going to be like, oh, this is the opportunity I've been hoping for, or, it's unexpected. So maybe you knew you wanted something, but you didn't know what, or you wanted something to go a certain way, and then something shows up where it's just like, oh, that's cool. Oh, it's a new opportunity. And the Emperor, masculine influence and power. I think this is all about you stepping in to your own authority, your own power, your ability to move your life in the direction you want to go. This could also be about somebody that you are. I did talk about collaboration in this new beginning. This could be someone coming along, offering an opportunity to you. Someone, in their masculine energy. Gender doesn't matter. But someone who's in a position of power, who's able to offer you something, to bring you aboard. It could be a father figure, could be someone, someone wanting to hire you at a company. Tradition, nostalgia, and reflection. Yeah, yeah, I think this opportunity that's either allowing you to step into this place of power, it could be both, that someone in power is bringing you aboard, is bringing you into the fold. It's causing you to just, you're really in this place of considering, is this right for me? Feels right. I think it might be right, but I'm not sure. I really need to reflect. I really need to think back on everything I've been through and make sure this is the right move for me. Okay, so Wisdom of Avalon. Wisdom of Avalon, the serpent, knowledge and healing. Yeah, this time of, we'll just call it this time of transition, you are gaining knowledge through the healing, this healing. You're going through some kind of healing process. Typically, letting go of anything requires healing. Comes from that place of, when we get to that place of letting go, we've had to do some kind of healing, some kind of assessing and releasing, surrendering, and building ourselves, refortifying ourselves. And I have to point out too, the snake to me represents transformation. When the snake sheds its skin, there's a transition period. It doesn't happen quickly. It takes a while to get out of that old skin that doesn't fit anymore. I don't know how it feels for a snake, but shedding skin for a snake may not feel the most comfortable. I don't know. But we do have risk here. Feels like a risk what's coming, this opportunity that you're being offered. And yet I think that this is also speaking to the universe telling you, yes, take the risk. We can't move forward in life without taking risks. That's a kind of a part of what life's about. If we're always holding back in favor of comfort and security, then, things can get stagnant. I think things may have been stagnant for you for a while. And I think that the universe has come in and been like, no, it's time for you to shake things up. It's shaking things up for you. This can be a little bit like the Tower card in tarot. I'm surprised it hasn't come up. But also, well, we still have Osho Zen. We will see. But you've been hanging on to something a little too long, and the universe is now like, okay, going to pry your hands off. There's a sense of being dragged, kicking and screaming to your new beginning. Yeah, the hawk, omens and messages from your higher power. This is what's helping you or going to help you make the right decision for yourself. The universe is always sending us messages and omens, and it's up to us to translate them, to even be aware that they're coming in. When you spend the time to go within, tap into your intuition, get really clear, that helps you get really clear on what you need to do, because even just your intuition you can get messages through that. But then also with clarity, you're able to see better. You're able to see around yourself and be like, okay, yeah, that thing triggers this idea in my mind, or is a confirmation of something I've been thinking about. All right. Osho Zen. Wouldn't that be funny? It's called Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt? I think so. Wouldn't that be funny if that came out? We will see. The Fool, a new beginning, taking a risk. The Fool's all about taking risks, about taking that leap of faith, knowing that it's going to work out. Somehow this Fool is not going to fall. I mean, taking a risk, there's always the chance. But that's the thing about life is we take the risk and either it works out the way we want it to or it doesn't. But if it doesn't work out the way we want it to, we've learned something. So no matter what, it's beneficial. And it's not such a bad thing to take a risk, because you will come out of it. You will be better for it, regardless of what happens. Yeah. This is embodying that energy of, being in beginner's mind, of being like, okay, universe, bring it on. Let's see what happens. I'm going to trust. The Fool absolutely 100% trusts that she is being led in the right direction. Simply because, because he's looking at the flowers here. He's paying attention to the beauty, to the desire within him that drives him over anything else. And so I think this is you getting in touch with what feels right for you, what really lights you up. That's going to be an indication of what choice you need to make, what direction you need to go in. Ooh, yeah, we have clinging to the past. You're only human. You don't want to let go. Yes, moving forward sounds great. Having a new beginning, that's all awesome. But why does it mean that we have to release something from the past that we don't want to release? Because we do. Because that's how life works sometimes. Because whoever is in your life, whatever situation you're dealing with, it does not serve you anymore, if it ever did. And you gotta shake it off as best you can, and have courage. That's right. Have the courage and the strength. Know that you can grow and succeed through any situation. Whatever you're being faced with, it's going to work out. You have it within you to not only grow and succeed, but to thrive. It doesn't matter where you've come from. In fact, this foundation, or this, I don't know, I looked at the Four of Earth when I saw this, which is about building a new foundation. But I think in this case, the more adversity we face, the more intense the situation is that we're dealing with, when we can rise up and thrive despite it, there's a more of a sense of confidence and belief in ourselves that we have what it takes to handle anything. Yeah. And we did not get the Tower. We did not get the Thunderbolt. So that would have been pretty awesome if we had. Okay, let me look at the rune cards. Breakthrough. Yeah. Yeah. This kind of speaks to me of coming, typically the Tower, this idea of the universe kind of creating some situation where it's dragging you, kicking and screaming, clawing at anything you can to hold on. This comes after that. This is you actually getting to this door, however it happens. whether through your own choice or the universe dragging you kicking and screaming. This is you getting to this door and opening the door and like, oh, okay, yes, this is why this all happened. Yes, now I'm ready to wholeheartedly take that risk, accept that new opportunity, have this new beginning. New prosperous beginning, by the way. And we have defense. And this card, I'm often drawn to the maze in the back. And it speaks to me of being stuck in a maze, probably for quite a while. Oh, I have kitty fur. Stuck in a maze, probably for quite a while, that you keep hitting dead ends. You have not been able to find your way out. And either you spend enough time getting through the maze that you're able to come out the other side, or you wise up and you just climb. And you get above the maze and you look and see, how do I get out of this place? I'll just jump over the wall. Or, okay, now I see how to get out. And that's a part of your breakthrough. You gain a new understanding, a new perspective about something that gives you the clarity you need, that shines the light on something that leads you to your new beginning. And the unknowable. Yeah. We humans, we don't love the unknowable. It's because there's no certainty in it. There's no control in the unknowable. This is why we're often dragged kicking and screaming to the new beginning. Because we're like, no, I don't know what's around the corner. It's dark down there. I'm scared. And I think this is just through this breakthrough, you're going to come to this place of like acceptance, knowing, trusting that it's going to work out. No, we don't know everything. We don't know most things. The more you learn, the less you know. But that's a part of the beauty. That's a part of the adventure of life. The mystery, like what is around the next corner. And getting curious and knowing that whatever you encounter, no matter how difficult something seems, how immovable something seems, you have the power to not only make it through, but to thrive, either despite it or because of it. Usually because of it, because then you are within yourself that you might not have known that you had. Everything's making you better, making you stronger, making you more able to trust in your higher power and trust in your own abilities to handle anything. And then I'm choosing cards from Spirit Animal Oracle, and I got Wombat Spirit, be at home. And I think this brings us back to this healing, that you're in this time of transition, of limbo, coming to this point of breakthrough and transformation. Not quite there yet. Be at home, care for yourself, be at home within yourself, within your own skin. Know that you have everything you need within you. All of the answers you need are already there. It's just about tapping into them. But also it can speak to being in a place where you feel comfortable. Be at home, whatever home means to you. You know, if you're living the van life, that's your home. You know, if you like just being out in nature, and feel most at home there. Be at home. Be wherever, whatever fills your reserves, whatever brings you comfort. Buffalo Spirit, the abundant universe will provide. Yes, it will. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? The abundant universe will provide. You will get those happy surprises. Those unexpected resources will show up when you need them. And we have Pig Spirit again. This card came up for you last time. Use your mind wisely. Know that, the pig has wings. Whatever feels impossible, it's not impossible. Apparently pigs are going to be able to fly, which means you're going to be able to do this thing. It's going to work out one way or another. The universe will give you everything you need to get there. Use your mind wisely. Allow your mind to keep yourself in that place of trust as much as you can and know it's going to work out. This too shall pass. You're going to get through this and you're going to be so much better for it. So, okay, we'll leave it there. Thank you so much for joining me. This has been, once again, a very awesome, empowering reading. I wish you well in this time of transition and ultimate expansion into something new. Yay. Yay for all of us. Thank you. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day and tomorrow, wherever you are in the world. And I will see you on the next video. Mwah. And if you haven't already, like and subscribe.